So we're continuing on here, and we're gonna see Cecile, which yeah, she didn't show up in 4, did she? I don't think we saw Cecile in 4. No, we did. Yeah. Anyway, Lloyd? Uh, Holy crap! She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about the investigation. Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I probably should have called first. Whoa, Cecile, are you crying? I've missed you so much. Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah. I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and... but anyway, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvert. Well, I have had 3 years to grow. Um... Well, this is, so sweet. I am starting to fall ill. Ugh, damn you, Lloyd. How dare you hide your beautiful goddess of a sister from me? Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Cecile Muse. I can't remember if she ever said it herself in 4, but I definitely can't even say it now. So you 3 are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Teal Plato. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name, I assure you. The pleasure is all mine. It's nice to meet you all. I'm such a scatterbrain. And here I was, thinking that Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit. Cecile, what are you talking about? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I had hoped that you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Oops, are you actually dating one of them? But trying to keep it under wraps because you're co-workers? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to let that out of the bag, Lloyd. Cecile, please. So, which one is it? Ellie? Teal? Oh my, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you? Cecile, I'm not dating them! Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry, you'll get my full support. No, I do not swing that way. Well, she certainly is interesting. Oh, everything about this lady is wonderful. Even that ditzy personality of hers. Ahem. Anyway. Cecile, we're actually here about that recent monster attack. Yes, that's right. I already received permission from the nurse administrator to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Layton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. The CGF reports mention the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding on the victim's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly. It seems the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. Now, I don't know specifics, but I heard Layton was attacked on the roof. The roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the hospital roof is a terrace, complete with its own garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too. Gotcha. So to sum it up, ain't a place you expect monsters to show up. Yes, that's the conclusion that the CGF ended up reaching too. But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems they weren't satisfied with that answer. I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much out of us. Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossville Times, you know. I could tell from just how hard you guys have been working. Oh, are you talking about the case in the downtown district? Are you telling me that they actually made us look good for once? They might not have outright stated it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized at St. Ursul. I heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed a lot to you for... Huh, really? I'm glad we were able to help. Ah, you're gonna make me blush. I can see your head swelling before our very eyes, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Layton is probably a good place to start your investigation. Yeah, if you could introduce us, that'd be great. Also, I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible. I don't think that would be a problem. I'll show you to both Layton's room and the roof. Are you sure you have time for that, Cecile? Oh, don't worry, it's no trouble at all. I'm on break right now anyway. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate it. I'll follow you anywhere you like. Well, seems like everyone's really hitting it off with Cecile. You know, I do like how Emma in Cold Steel... Was it in 3? I definitely know it was in 4, but it might have been 3. That Emma gets like a Cecile eye color and hair color change. Whoops. Is this where the victim was attacked, Cecile? Yes, this is the place. Would you like to investigate the area first? No, actually, before we do that, I want to ask the victim a few questions. Let's go visit him first. Of course. He's being treated on the second floor of the hospital. Follow me. Thanks, Cecile. Walk, walk, walk. This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down, okay? Sure thing. We just need to listen to his account. Shall we then?
This seems to be progressing well. At this rate, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow.
For real?
I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get yourself out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 terms worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle.
Dr. Gunther, come on! Way to kick a man while he's down.
Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain. Hardly anything major. You'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy if anything. My guess, I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before.
This is cruel and unusual, Doctor. Are you a sadist or something?
Given the amount of work I have to deal with here, I'd say I'm closer to a masochist.
Good grief, what in Adios name are you two talking about?
Oh.
Nurse News! What's the matter with you two? Talking about that sort of thing here in all places. This is a hospital. What if a child heard you? Sorry about that.
Whoops, fair point. Ah, do we have visitors?
They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Layton directly about the incident, actually.
Oh. Ah, so that's what you're here for. I should have guessed. I suppose you don't need me here for that. I'll be on my way. If you do happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds.
Thank you, Dr. Gunther. And don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing.
Well, I would never. Excuse me then.
Who was that? Nope, I thought I'd try and move my drink somewhere else, but... That was Dr. Gunther, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable. Now then, Layton, Are you feeling well enough to answer some of our questions?
Or there. Sure, I don't mind, but didn't the CGF already come through for their own investigation? Why are the CPD doing one now? Well, unfortunately, the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own. Okay. I guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming or something. Or maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of sleepwalking? No, I know that can't be it.
Waiting, could you tell us what exactly happened last week? If possible, start from the very beginning.
Yeah, no problem. It was late. I just finished slaving away on my research paper. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Largo, who is notoriously hard to please. After hours and hours spent staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. I went outside to get some fresh air, and that's when I heard it. Then, I don't remember much after. The next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever it was that attacked you? Not really. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but apparently I passed out from shock. What I can remember is the sight of blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur. The CGF asked me if I thought it was wolf-like, and I told them yes, but I was never 100% certain.
I see. Where exactly were you wounded?
On my right shoulder. It was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I had been bitten by something. But strangely enough, all my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. If I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the floor after I got chomped on, but you're wondering why the monster stopped there. Am I right? Yes, exactly. Isn't it strange that I wasn't torn to pieces? On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear when I told the CGF people that, they looked at me like I had grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come up with is that I somehow staggered onto the highway and ran into a pack of monsters. Well, there is kind of a little mountain on the near the roof, so they could just easily jump. If an animal wants to jump, an animal's gonna jump.
But you were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not?
Look, if Far Cry Primal can show me that a wolf is going to float, I think it can happen. That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. It's not impossible, I guess. That may be a little too far-fetched.
Oh, Waitin. You're the only one that can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account?
I'm sorry, I just don't know. And as unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all, isn't it? So I figured it makes more sense than that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be even worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof?
I understand how you feel, Waitin, but think about it like this. If you actually were attacked on the roof, we would need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again.
Thank you for your help, Waitin. I think we'll go investigate the scene of the crime now. Oh, of course. Thanks for looking into this, guys. If you can figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again, so good luck. I think I already know the best place to look on how they got here. Was all that really just my imagination? I mean, that would be a much less frightening option, but how does that explain my injuries? Who the heck was that doctor with the glasses? He was talking about medical procedures when all of a sudden, he started rambling about sadism and masochism.
I'm very sorry about Dr. Gunter.
He is a rather unique individual.
I believe unique is too lenient and objective in his case.
While you may be a resident, strictly speaking, it's still rather strange to see a doctor hospitalized here, among the rest of us laymen. I wonder if that is what you call not practicing what you preach. To the roof, then? Right, let's go see for ourselves where Waitin was attacked. Cecile, are you still okay on time?
my break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you where he was found.
That'd be great, thanks.
Cecile, I was wondering when I was going to run into you again. Our break's almost over. Is something wrong? Oh, I'm just helping these forward for a bit. I'm sorry, I'll be back as soon as possible. No need to apologize, Cecile. If it won't take too long, go ahead. But, who's your little entourage?
Pardon us for stealing Cecile away for a bit. The name's Randy. Randy Orlando. How about yours?
Oh, it's Philia. Just Philia is fine. Come on, Randy, can't you save the flirting for when we're not in the middle of a case?
Ahem. Sorry for not introducing ourselves. I'm Lloyd, and we're with the Special Support Section of the Crossville Police Department. We're here to investigate Layton's attack.
Oh, that. Lloyd, Could this be the Lloyd that Cecile's always talking about? Well, good luck. I'll be rooting for you. What was with that delayed reaction just now? Hello, Cecile. Guiding visitors, are we? Well, sort of. Very well. If that's the case, you're free to show them around in the system if need be. The Special Support Section, Good luck with that investigation of yours.
Thank you, ma'am.
This woman's coming off as intense in a way I can't even parse. Let me get this straight. You spilled a bunch of tomato soup on Mr. Gabble's bed sheets yesterday. Yep, scared me, that's for sure. One of the passing doctors mistook it for a massive hemorrhage and passed out. So it scared him even more. You're unbelievable. Well, at least those sheets made their way into the wash without any further mishaps. Now go take some new bed sheets to Mr. Gabble and apologize, okay? Like, with as much sincerity as you can muster. Aw, seriously, I don't like the guy nearly enough for that. No complaining, go! If he is such a fussy pants, I had to go check on Mr. Gabble later, see how he's doing and all that.
Anywhere else I can walk around?
Ah. That old lady keeps complaining about how no one's come to see her here at the hospital. It never ends. I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up with some kind of secondhand depression from her constant pity partying. No one from my family has come to visit me yet. It's been days. I just want to see my granddaughter. I don't know what's keeping them, but clearly my son's family lacks basic human compassion.
Clearly. It must be a pretty deplorable bunch to leave you here in the dust. Well, anyway, if you have enough energy to rant, I think you'll probably be discharged soon. You'll see that grandkid of yours before you know it. By the way, you want some of this candy? I'm sure it'll help calm you down. Smother the fire, if you will.
You're the only one who understands my woes, Doctor. He's such an unorthodox doctor. Oh, on first floor? I thought the hospital had 3 floors. I don't remember the hospital rounds going by that quickly. Oh, 3rd floor. Whee! No, that's a patient room.
I heard that one of the Crossbow Hospital staff was assaulted by a pack of monsters about a week ago. Now, what the hell is going on? They do realize that my safety must be guaranteed, do they not? What's up with this old fart? I think someone near their own private room wouldn't be nearly this perky.
I think I saw this man featured in the Crossbow Times some time ago. If I remember correctly, he's a member of the Crossbow Diet, hospitalized for poor health after a recent scandal broke out. I'm willing to bet he's hiding out here until everyone forgets about the whole thing. So he's faking illness to procure himself a hospital room? How disgusting. Since he was the head of the Imperial faction's main lapdog, I assume he was shut up in here to avoid making the group look bad. I'm almost certain that if he attempted to return to the Diet now, his previous post would be long gone. They've turned him into a scapegoat. I'm almost very sorry for him in a way. I just realized Cecile was following us.
Linen rooms, employees only. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm okay. Everything's the same as always.
What's wrong? You're missing that smile of yours.
No, nothing's wrong. She must be in the middle of a checkup.
I'd like to ask her some questions regarding the incident, but it can wait. Exit. I like how Cecile just has intense speed walking to catch up.
Huh? Oh, good morning, Miss Cecile. Michael, how are you feeling? I'm feeling okay. A lot better than earlier. That's what I like to hear. Remember, call for a nurse if you need anything. We'll come running. Sure. Thanks, Miss Cecile.
Down the second floor. Okay. So now we'll head to the third floor exit. This is not the same way we entered. I mean, it is. It actually is. I'm just being dumb. This leads to the research ward, right?
Right. What's the plan, Lloyd? Should we go in and get the staff's testaments?
Let's hold off on anything like that. I think we ought to investigate where the incident took place first. Let's give the roof a quick sweep and see if we can find any clues. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right?
Yes, supposedly Leighton was found collapsed in front of this bench.
That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it?
That's right. All of our doctors and residents do their work there. Do they perhaps perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in here is a greenhouse where plants used for research are grown. How interesting.
Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out.
Sure. I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thank you for showing us around.
We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news. And this is where Randy goes, I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her walk away. Okay guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry.
That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities. That seems to be your favorite method of investigation.
Well, let's get to it. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with all that water below. If there really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. I mean, I already know the best location they could have come from.
This is quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the portico.
I've never heard that. If that's true, they would have had to have been able to jump from an entire floor upward, not once, but twice. Other way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now.
Lloyd, what about here?
Looking at the terrain, it's definitely not impossible for this to be the point of entry, but even then I still think it's too high up. What's going on here? It seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Ah, you're seeing it now, aren't you? Take a look at this.
Do you think the monsters might have gotten in through here?
Normally you wouldn't have been able to jump up from that floor. However... Detective Lloyd is on the case. Whoops, wait, no, that's right. Alright, we should probably climb up here and check just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? You got it, pal. Bingo. Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me.
There's our lead. And that means... probability that they gain entry through here is extremely high.
Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. We should probably let the hospital know, so they can stop them from coming in again.
Yes, I agree. So does this mean we're done with our investigation here?
Yeah, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why were Waiton's wounds as wide as they were? We have a lot to figure out.
I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers.
Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGF report, though. It should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city.
We still need to thank her, too.
Back to the nurse's station, then. I'm down with that. Back we go. You know, that one side quest that wants me to return with the food is, it says I can do it when returning back to Crossbell after this, and I'm hoping that I really can. I think just as a safe measure, I'm gonna save my game here, just in case. I really should be saving a lot more on the road.
With night fast approaching, outpatient care has finally started to slow down little by little. After what happened to Layton, be sure you get home before it gets dark, alright?
Have you made any progress with your investigation, officers? You look absolutely exhausted, Dr. Beldine. How about I prescribe you some of my new supplements? They're full of royal jelly. Straight from Mordka Village, too, so their effectiveness is guaranteed. Thank you, but I'll pass. Your supplements are too effective. I'm afraid to imagine what would happen if I got hooked on them.
Wasn't I supposed to come back here? Oh, do you have an appointment? Please take a seat if you're already checked in with the receptionist. I swear I was supposed to... Oh no, the nurse's station. Oh, hello there, everyone. How's the investigation coming along?
We're just about to finish, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what I found. Miss News, I mean.
Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said.
Come again?
I've heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. And now I understand why. Oh, you're just so cute.
Me? Cute?
Why are you blushing, Lloyd? My word, Lloyd. We're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy.
I am not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things.
What are you...
You know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Lloyd's got his charm, but when it comes down to it, you got him beat hands down. To celebrate our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy'll be there, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends too. Now, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second here, Randy.
It's definitely tempting. I like to let my hair down every so often, so I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available.
Hell yeah, call them all up. How does Garnett sound? That's my go-to bar in the city.
He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his claims of being a ladies' man weren't all talk after all.
We came here to report to Cecile.
How did it end up like this?
Well, I've got to be the luckiest guy in Crossbell.
Having a few drinks with an angel like you yourself is more than I could ask for. An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that?
No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy.
Oh, Randy. Ain't too bad, Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing old lady's voice. Oh man. Huh?
Hello there, Martha.
Hold on.
Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember taking the temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Oh, and this weekend? Did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Whoopsie daisy. I'm sorry, Randy. Looks like we're going to have to reschedule. See you later, everyone.
What?
Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, hmm? I'm sure I'm angel enough for you, no?
Of course. Let me just, double check that schedule. You're up, Lloyd. Tag in.
Randy, please.
'Cause every night I will sing